Hello. Um, I'm here. Just we're checking to make sure everything's working here. Need to start up a whole bunch of stuff. You can see my messy house and my messy desk. Um, I didn't see. It's been a while since I've done this. I didn't see where I put what I'm streaming, uh, which is a bit of a problem. I mean, I guess I go directly into them. Oh, cool! You updated. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, go to view my channel. Am I live? I am live. This is a little weird. All right, I'm actually live. Hi. I can see that I'm live now. We are not playing the precinct. Many things are happening. One of which is not Death Stranding 2 or the precinct. So audio's working too. Cool. Cool. Ba 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 ba. Skibidi bop bop, skibidi doo. And I'm doing a dual stream on Twitch too, so I gotta make sure that's all good. But I don't want to YouTube Studio. That's where I want to go for starters. And then, it's been so long since I've done this that I don't know what to do. No, it's cool. I got it. There we go. And what are we doing today? We are doing the Dungeon Master Preparations. Yeah. We're prepping for some sick D&D that you will never see. But you get to see the prep, so I mean, we got that going for us. Okay. Oof. There's so many things. D&D. D&D. Dungeons. Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeon Master. Prep. Perp. Sure. Prep. Dungeon Master Prep, D&D Prep, DM Prep, etc., etc. That's enough for now. And we are actually in entertainment, which is actually the place where we want to be, for once. I don't know why it defaults entertainment for me. Something's fucked up, obviously. I don't know what it is. Camera is in a new position. Used to be up there, now it's over here. So that's a little weird for me. Gotta get used to that. Let's do a save on that. I do need... a new thumbnail. I don't know. I just use some fucking AI garbage, I guess. Unless one of you want to create me a thumbnail. Real quick? Just no? Alright, it's fine. I can't see anybody typing. So if you're trying to type, I can't see it yet. Yeah, I can't see it yet. I gotta figure out how to do that. Preparing for a D&D game or I am the DM. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Chat. There we go. And can I pop this chat out? Because that'd be awesome. I don't know what that does. I'm not going to touch that. That's actually not bad. I don't mind that with a little editing. Oh, hey, Discord's back. Oh, you just sit around and wait and it just eventually starts working again. Cool. Yeah, I've been having issues with Discord all day. It's been a fucking mess, let me tell you. That's funny. But you can't see that. That's not terrible either. So we're gonna do some things. It's gonna be interesting. No, don't want to do that. Okay, cool. That's what I want to do. But then I need you. I'm going to pop you here. Oh, that's funny. Oh, let's get a I'm going to save that. Me, baby. Let's download that to here. Me D&D 1. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's get another one. Alright, cool. We got a couple of those. Ooh, that's bad. And I saved it to the wrong spot. Oh no, this is all bad. Don't watch this. Nobody watches this. This is not good. Oh no, this is good. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, I fucked it all. Oh, it's all fucked. It's alright. Hey, it's all good. It's all good in the hood when you're all up in that sheezy for reezy deezy. Oh, I should be listening to what we're playing just in case. Get some super copyrighted shit going on or something, you know what I mean? Oh, actually, no, that didn't work. Okay, that's fine. What have we got going on here? Oh, Wii Sports theme. Cool. I can dig that. I haven't shaved. I'm sorry. Please ignore that. I do need to do some D&D prep, which is why we're all here today. Eggs, downloads, paste. Shit. This is called to paste. Really? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. X paste. Okay. Alright, let's move this over here. Exit out of that. Open up some photoshopping. Welcome to my desktop. Hello! Wait, hold on. Oh. I guess it doesn't work when it's not the desktop! Alright, cool. Let's shrink you down and throw you over here. Alright, nice. Oh no, of course, it signs me out. Oh god, it has to sign me out of everything, every time, everywhere. Hi everybody. Welcome back to beautiful Tim Me. Why is it, why am I, ooh, why am I all zoomed in? Am I zoomed in? No, it's just in the program I'm zoomed in. How do I unzoom? Oh. You press the right button. Typically that helps. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, let me just do some signing in-ins. I hate giving these people money, but I love using their product. I need to go off and figure out how to use the free competitors like that one. I don't know, the name escapes me at the moment. No, hold on. Now my wife's calling me. Yeah, give me a second. You calling me?
No, I said, God damn it. First came across the thing and it was a bad.
Oh shit, sorry. Sorry. Anyway. Does my break time work? Oh, it does. Cool. I just want to make sure that works. And if I... And it restarts it if I do that. Cool. Oh, yeah. I wanted to check Twitch. Am I streaming on Twitch? Who knows? Okay, cool. Just happy I don't have any... Oh, I'm not streaming it here. Video download was canceled. What? I wasn't trying to download anything. Oh, man, it logged me out of everything. It's been so long since I've streamed. I'm so sorry. I'm back, though. This is not beer. Oh, I have an authenticator app. Forgot about that. That is good stuff. Cool. Hi. Hello, beautiful. You, sir, however, are not streaming Death Stranding 2. I just want to let you know that. I know. We gotta get shit going. I am not used to all this streaming stuff, so... Okay, cool. Yeah, I love it when you open up your activity feed and it's like, it's quiet. Too quiet. When people come here, then this will be it's like, Jesus. Okay, thank you. Um... Okay. This is all sorts of... Hey, 2 viewers. One of those is me, and the other one is me. They're both me! We're not playing this game. I'm just trying to figure out how to turn it off. Edit stream info. Thank you. What did I put for... I am all over the place. And category is just chatting, actually, because we are just chatting. Actually, is there a D&D? Because we're not really playing D&D. I am making... not really. D&D... I mean, there's D&D games, which I guess is kind of a problem. If I just do dungeons... and spell it wrong. Dungeons and Dragons. Well, there's an actual Dungeons and Dragons. But this is more just chatting. I think I'm going to hang out and just chatting for right now. So... Hey, there we go. Cool, that's updated. Right, so step 1 was going to be making a little thumbnail thingy for YouTube. Oh shit, you guys need to be able to see this. Hold on a second. Let me just okay, cool. So I got this pictures, guys, of dynamite. Sure, just give me another random head as I say remove. I don't think that's gonna actually. What do you mean this feature isn't available? Generative fill? This feature is not available. Why is this feature not available? Generative fill takes credits? Oh, God. But I have credits anyway. Cool. So basically online it says, I don't know. Fucking dope. Anyway, it's fine. What the fuck is going on here? Who the fuck knows? Piece of shit. Let's get another piece of shit in here. Hello, piece of shit too. I need to rasterize you. Alright, at least that kind of worked. Just do a little cleanup in here, and then we'll get started on some workings. Cool. Ooh, I was a little heavy-handed on that, but that's fine. My mouse has been sticking. I think it's my mouse pad. It's all fucked up recently. Hat's all fucked up. I don't really care. What I do need to make you kind of like a little more yellowy. Whoa. Yeah, that's not really what I was going for. Let's bring the brightness down a little. Maybe adjust the contrast. And I kind of want it to purposefully look a little bad. That's kind of the half the point. But not like super shitty. Oh, you know what I mean? Alright, let's hide you. Since generative fill is being a dick. Well, you know what? Let's try it one more time. It's just not available. I don't know why. I don't see how this is acceptable from remove. That's 10 times worse. I don't know why it's not working. Nothing is working for me today. I mean, of course, that's the day that I decide that I'm going to be streaming. So, cool. You know, don't mind me. I'm just a huge dickhole trying to do some shit. Yeah. So, anyway, how you guys been doing? Me? I have been great. Things have been pretty good, considering. I mean, a lot of shit's been happening, going through a lot of depression, and there's a lot of stuff with my wife. Which has been just kind of not cool stuff. But I mean, you know, it's how shit goes, really. The can I get now? You're just gonna fuck everything up. Anyway, one thing I've kind of been doing to kind of help myself is do something that I've always kind of been wanting to do, and then I just never really kind of got around to doing. And that's playing some D&D. Yeah, I've never done it before until recently. And I wanted to just play because, you know, I've never played before. So, and I mean, that's the thing. It's hard when you want to reach out and do something that requires somebody else's hard work. Like a lot of hard work. And it was kind of suggested to me, hey, you're going to have a hard time finding a group, which is true. I was having a hard time finding a group. And it was suggested, have you thought about DMing? And I have in the past seriously considered DMing. And relatively recently, actually met a bunch of really great people. Joined the Discord, and we've been having a lot of fun. We've been playing D&D, but nobody at the time wanted to DM, and there was a lot of people who were out there trying to DM or man, it just looks green. Yeah, whatever. And so I was like, I've seriously been given a thought to DMing, like no joke. I have wanted to actually be a dungeon master, but I was always like, I want to play first before I DM, because it just seems like I would have man, I just can't get this right. There we go. But I just can't. I just don't want to. Let me. Probably shouldn't have an Atari logo on a thumbnail I'm creating. So, yeah. Actually, let's go in the filter gallery. This might be fun. Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I'll DM. I'll give it a shot. 'Cause like I'm not kidding. I've seriously given it a whole bunch of thoughts. I mean, those are buried. But I have I bought a whole bunch of books. I'll need this anyway. And I got this one too. But I got this one much later because I got the starter kit, and it contains the first part of this story, which is the Lost Mines of Phandelver. And a few years ago, I was back when I was actually streaming and stuff, and I was I was doing roleplay. I was doing Grand Theft Auto roleplay. I was like, I wanted to get into to D&D, and again, that's always the difficult thing. Is finding a dungeon master. So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll try it. Why not? Um, yeah, I was kind of thinking like this. I was thinking this, but completely different. It's just not giving me what I really want. Uh, that's kind of cool. Um, yeah, coming back over here. What if? Yeah, it's just giving off so much green. Yeah, fuck it. We'll send it. Uh, sure, why not? Whatever. But yeah, so I've been running this campaign, and I mean, right off the bat, though, the first thing I asked people when I was like, "Do you want to join me on this campaign?" I had this Google Doc or Google Form thing set up, and one of the things was, can I record the sessions for release on YouTube, and can I stream? Unfortunately, these people didn't feel comfortable with either of those things, which is fine. But so what the fuck is this? This just insane, just trumpets going nuts in the background, and just drive. You guys can't even hear it. Oh, cool. That be why. Why? My mic seems to be picking up a lot of shit going on. I might need to adjust that. I'll just have to see how that sounds. Yeah, you're not hearing any music. Why are we not having music? Yeah, it should be this one. It's just not working. Oh. Oh, it's just really low. Oh. Gotcha. There we go. Yeah, if anybody pops in, let me know how that is. Anyway, all that we're doing here is to make a YouTube thumbnail for this stream we're having right now. As soon as that loads, then we'll be good to go. You know what? We can save as. Dungeons and Dynamite. Whoops. Yeah. Go ahead. That's awesome. Love it. Cool. Anyway, cool. There we go. Now we are good to go on that. Cool. Alright, just want to make sure that's up. That's me. That's working. Don't want you to close, but I'll keep you there. I want YouTube open over here. Cool. Nice. All right, that's perfectly fine. All right, yeah. So, welcome to the Lost Mines of Phandelver. So, that being said, I started prepping to be a dungeon master. One of the things that I found I needed to do was I needed to find a virtual tabletop in order to use that we, you know, since this is all going to be online and everything. So I looked into Roll20. The problem with Roll20 is importing large data files, and lots of data files uses up a lot of space, a lot of physical storage space. And understandably, they need money to pay for that. So I don't want to pay them a monthly subscription to pay for their services. So I looked elsewhere. I looked at a bunch of other things, and I kept coming back to Foundry here. So I found that Foundry it works for everything that I want it to be and everything I need it to be. It's got a little bit of a learning curve to it, but it's still out of everything that I've looked into, I like it the best. It has the most amount of functionality and tools, as well as like modding, if you will, available to it, which what they call modules. And modules are created by people. Typically, a lot of the ones are free. There are paid modules, like you could get this module into the game, but there's also other ways to, you know, steer clear of that stuff too. Anyway, game is paused. Here is my town of Phandelver. I created this map. I created it in Dungeon Draft using Dungeon Draft core assets and 2-minute table time assets. And this is based off of the map that's found in the book here, in the manual. So like if you're running your own game or whatnot, using the maps in the game is perfectly fine. I kind of did something a little different because one week one of our players couldn't play, and my team, my homies, my PCs were back here in Cragmaw Hideout. So they were stuck here in Cragmaw Hideout. So I didn't want to play without them, seeing that they were all still in a dungeon. So that became an issue. What do we do? I've actually been I've actually been putting together, trying to stay away from the Mario stuff, because I'm also I'm listening through a bunch of like video game playlists so I can have soundtrack to my D&D games. That's another cool thing about Foundry. Roll20 has this as well, so don't think oh, Foundry, yay! But no. Roll20 has this as well, but in Foundry I can and actually in Roll20 you can link your. What am I touching here? I see. It's a wire. Anyway, in Roll20 you can like link Spotify playlists and stuff like that, which is super cool. Foundry doesn't specific. It might do it actually. There might be a module out there that does it. I don't use that. I import the music, so it's running MP3s off of my computer. So everything Foundry. So here's the thing with Foundry. Foundry is hosted on my computer. Then my players log into it in order to play. So it's a little risky if you're not running a VPN, which you should if you're playing this way, especially with randoms. But because it is a intrusive way of connecting, but it is a direct connection, and in that regard, you don't have to have a host a server. Whether you or somebody else doesn't have to host a server for you to play. So all my guys were stuck out here in the dungeons, but one player couldn't play. So. And that's the tough part about getting 5 grown adults, 6 total, 6 grown adults into a room to be free on one night. It's, that's a chore. So I made this one shot about them that takes place in Phandalin 500 years ago, back when Phandalin was up and running and it was a big and prosperous town, back when the pact was came into being, and for these maps I used Canvas of Kings to make these maps, which is it's a tool. It's a lot of fun to use. It's got a lot of procedural stuff, so like a lot of these building placements and over here, like these building placements down here, were procedurally made, and you could kind of see that as they kind of failed to draw in some places, and they're just smushed up together. But it worked. It worked for what I was going for here. So my town of Phandalin changed a little because I ran this one shot, and then they were playing as these specific characters, who they went and they found this cave where there's some dwarves that were dead, and then they found some intellect devourers, and yeah, there's all this cool shit going on. And then they got to go to Cragmile Rock. They were delivering pickaxes to the goblins there, who were friends 500 years ago, and they were digging out Cragmile hideouts, which I thought was kind of cool. And my players caught on to that, so that this was the same Cragmile, so that was pretty cool. Then there was the Sturge encounter. We didn't actually get to this, but I set this up in case we needed something else a little bit more, in order to like extend the session. Sorry about the squeaking. That's my dog. It's been raining, so he didn't get to go for his WALK. So that brings us back to Phandalin. And I do have levels on my Foundry, so I can place building tops, rooftops, and the players won't be able to see them. So for example, here's some of my players in there, but if I grab a test, here's my test guy. So this is what my test guy sees. So if he goes in the house or in the building here, let me open the door. So now that he's inside, this is what he sees, and you see the bathroom over here. So this is what the players see as they move around. Because of fog of war, they can't see some specific things, but they can see parts of the map which they have viewed and unlocked. Yeah. So there's a couple things that I want to kind of take care of. Specifically with the tavern here. But we also words are hard. Also have Barthen's Provisions up here, the Town Master's Hall here, where Sildar is now. I need to reduce Sildar's coin token. This is the Iron Shield Coster. Or no, I'm sorry, the Phandalin Miners a change. I have a little twist on my Phandelver, my Phandalin. I got a little twist on that, so it's a little different than what the exact story is. And then down here is the Lion Shield Coster. This is the Alderley Farms. And then over here we have Ettermath Orchard, and not in the book, a new personal creation by me is Ashwell Forge. This is where Crom Ashwell is going to forge, because one of my players is a blacksmith, a weaponsmith, if you will. So I've got this thing planned where we're gonna grow his sword with him as he goes. So he's not gonna buy new weapons or find new weapons. We're gonna find him material that he's gonna use to forge his sword bigger, unless it makes sense story-wise to get rid of his sword or destroy it. Over here is the Sleeping Giant. I have this planned out or mapped out for later. The Red Brand Ruffians, the players won't even get in there. The Red Brand Ruffians are hanging out on the porch here. And actually, we can add them now, and then just hide them. So we should probably show how to do that. Enemies. Yeah, Red Brand Ruffians. I believe there's 3 of them, and that's the random health going up for these guys. And they're just hanging out on the porch, having a good old time. Mid-row. So that's the thing. Let me bring up Tim's DM screen. This is another new addition. This is a program that I made called Tim's DM screen, which I have open during my sessions. So I have all my notes are in this DM screen. For example, I have classic DM references here about conditions, actions in combat, difficulty classes, yada yada yada. Those are some default things. Here's some more. This is default. Those are the other things that I added. That I like to see. But anyway, let's go to Sleeping Giant. This is just going to describe the Sleeping Giant. I'm referring to the Red Brands. They don't so if they don't confront them. Oh no, if they do confront them, this is that's why we got to have them all hidden. It depends on how they're going to handle dealing with the ruffians, right? So the Sleeping Giant is a ramshackle tap room at the east end. This is just copied directly from the book here, describing what the Sleeping Giant is. Tap room. Several disheveled, surly humans linger on the covered porch, perched on empty air barrels or leaning against the wall. They all wear grimy scarlet cloaks. Their stares are fixed on you. So it just says several. It doesn't have a. Doesn't have a set number. I mean, we could set up the number based on the challenge rating. But there's two things. I kind of like to go by the book, and I kind of like to not go by the books. So it really depends. Yeah, these just say several. Four, it says here. And they're not overly brave, so three of them are down. Ooh, excuse me. The three of them are down. The fourth one's gonna run off. There are four of them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Those are lyrics. Lyrics indicate not soundtracks. Soundtracks. Lyrics indicate copyright. That's kind of what I'm referring to. If anybody has any ideas for soundtracks, let me tell you, 10,000 Bullets, one of the greatest soundtracks ever. Terrible game. Fantastic soundtrack. Here, listen. Sorry, there we go. I mean, that alone is just sick. Yeah, let's turn that bitch up a little. Okay. And it's great. It's great for encounters. So when my players would be encountering these guys, it just works. So 4, it says. It says on on barrels. Maybe I should get some barrels in here. I can do that after the fact. Let's hide them all for now. So now they're all hidden. You won't see them if they accidentally come up here when I don't want them to see things. This is Tresender Manor. This is where the Red Brand ruffians are. I think their cave is like right over here. So this is where like the secondary entrance is. But yeah, they have to be led there in order to find that. So there. Anyway, this brings us all back. There's two things that I need to be prepared for. I mean, one thing is writing up all the stuff in here for Red Brand Hideout, which I do already have. Just see here. So this is a map I have for Red Brand Hideout, including all of the enemies and everything. This room's fucking insane, though. Because that's R4. Yeah, 6 skeletons. 6! That's so just maddening. I mean, skeletons are... I mean, their challenge rating is a quarter, so it's 4 of them equals 1. But it's the more you have, it's just the harder it is to deal with. I mean, hopefully my PCs can deal with them. That's the one thing with skeletons; they're gonna fight till they're dead. Whereas like the Red Band ruffians, they might try to just run away. Yeah, and over here, who do we have? These are bandits. Okay. Why are... I don't have doors. Okay. And these are... Are these invisible walls? hold on. So if I do, whoops. No. Purple is a door. That's weird. Wonder why my wall was so messed up there. Probably just because I'm terrible at things. Fair enough. Oh, and I'm missing a wall here. Oh, this is a good thing I'm looked at this. Yeah, like what the fuck is up with this? This is all fucked up. See, because I was also kind of going to go into creating a new map in Dungeon Draft. Because I got to stay ahead of things. Because that's the one cool thing and awful thing about D&D is you don't know what your players are going to do. And I mean, they what I mean by that is they could choose not to come here. They don't have to come here. I mean, that's part of the story. I hope they come here. Because otherwise, I'm fucked. But yeah, they don't have to come here. And the way the story is set out, there's other side missions that they can do, right? And that's the thing. I need to be prepared for some of the side missions. Now, I don't think it's possible. Like, I don't think we're going to have enough time for them for my players to actually get to. Let me think what I was trying to say. I don't think we're gonna have enough time in the night, just like physical amount of time, for them to go off on a one of these side adventures. Because they just got to Phandalin, so they got a lot of people they need to talk to before they can move on to do either the side missions or this here. Although they did, in the short interactions that they had in the last session, it sounded like a lot of them were interested in dealing with the Red Brand ruffians. It sounded like these guys are bad news and we need to help, which is great. I don't know, I think I got lazy and just set up some basic walls rather than setting up proper walls for this when I first set it up. Let's delete that and let's do another wall. Whoops. Alright, cool. I need to go up here. I think one of the things I need to do is state that I'm using Foundry. I'll do that for next time. This is like a test stream to make sure everything's going well. You know what I mean? I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm just going to have fun and do some D&D prep work. Yeah, and I got multi-level things going on here. This is where it gets a little funky. I could set that up in Foundry. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the time to kind of just waste setting up multi-levels. It's not gonna... I don't think it's gonna give us the immersion that we really desire for this. So I'm good with leaving that. And I just want to make sure that's locked. Because that's a hidden door that they need to be able to see. So I just want to make sure some of these are in fact locked. That is not a hidden door. That is just a wall. Speaking of walls, let's go back to our walls. Oh man. Oh, this is all fucked up. But yeah, if you're ever wondering how walls work in Foundry, it's pretty much just this. It's a lot of just this, actually. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's just one of the things you gotta do to make a cool level that works. And I think I kind of found if you have like, what you really want to do is you really want to make sure you have your grid set up correctly and your map built to your grid correctly, because that's going to save you so much time, which is something I didn't really do with my maps, which going forward I will be doing. So we want a door there. Always good to put doors and windows in first, and then add your walls later. Just makes things easier. And I am gonna redraw this. I'm gonna redraw this from the beginning. That needs to be over there. You need to be there. Yeah, okay, but I'm not using one-winged angel in my story. Well, now I just have to listen to this. Huge success. Alright, and then the Nothic, which is right here, hunts in this layer. And I have this set up, but this is wrong, actually, because this needs to be out like this. And this is so far out. Why did I pull this so far away? I don't know. But yeah, you just want to make sure your players have room to walk. Because I've noticed that's kind of dicks in the map when it doesn't work. So that's a big thing to hit. Make sure you got room for everything, just so it all sits correctly. Okay, pull this back, pull it back a little more. Does that make sense? I guess that makes sense. This doesn't make sense. That should be more over here. And that's red because it's locked now. Having that much space is fine. Okay. So I think this is good now. Right? I don't see any major issues anyway. Alright, let me go check my two chats. They should all be linked through Restream here. But there's a possibility that it don't work. Um, I don't know how to view that on. I don't know how to do that in YouTube. I'm not gonna fuck with it, but yeah, I'm not gonna screw around with it. As long as it's working for now. Okay. This looks all messed up here now. Yeah. And just go in and you just start seeing little problems. I want everything to look cool, you know, and I want it to work. And in order to do that, you gotta make sure your shit's good. Yeah, I actually think these should be terrain. Because if I pull in a tester, yeah, I can't see any of this stone. Which I want to be able to see that. Let me reset Fog of War real quick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think. So there's two different types of walls, right? There's plain walls that do exactly what we're seeing here, where it blocks things off. And then there's terrain walls, which allow you to see things, i.e. the terrain, but blocks your vision. I think we want... I mean, that'll give that away, though. I mean, maybe definitely just for this terrain stuff? I don't know. I mean, we could just leave it blocked. And then there's a trap here. Oh no! Skeletons! Run away from them! Yeah, I mean, that kind of works, right? Except I was able to go through that door, which I shouldn't have been able to walk through without opening it. Oh, this would be epic. Yeah, I did do a. I also did a Spelljammers one shot, just because I gotten into Spelljammers. Which I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea, considering I'm in the middle of my own campaign here. But I did it. I did it with no problem. I mean, granted, it left me less time to prep here for this one, but I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. Oh, Jesus. Why did it do that? Cool. That's the one bad thing. These lights... I still don't really understand lights. Because, like, I want this, like, I want it to be like this, but I don't want it to be as bright, you know? Maybe that's what I want. Like a 0.2 there. So then if I bring this... Oh, that might be better. Oh, I have to switch back to the actors. Yeah, that's going to be a crowded ass fight, though. Yeah, this. I mean, if they go in here, if they are able to sneak in here, that's going to be crowded too. Typically, these Red Ram ruffians should hear them rummaging around out here, but there's this little waterfall here, so they may not. Okay, so are we good here? So yeah, I mean that's the other thing I still need to do is because I don't even have a screen for. So this is going to be what Red Brand Hideout, I guess. Red Brand Hideout. A. So then separate maybe we split this into A, B, C, and D. Can I do all of these as a whole? There's not a lot going on. There is stuff going on in the center area, but there's not a whole lot. This is the problem with YouTube music. I said video game OST. And it is giving me video game music. Not specifically OSTs. Like, I could search for OSTs and it'll get me that, but a playlist. Granted, it did say this playlist was mixed by AI. Ugh, it's terrible. Can I downvote this? Oh, they're just Epic Game scores. It's not actually. Video game OST playlist. Greatest video game music. No, the greatest video game music of all time. No. Best 40 classic video game songs. See, that's the. Fuck, now the Doom soundtrack's coming up. Doom. I fucking love Doom. Just. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Oh, it feels good. I hate that this is all cockeyed. And like it's supposed to snap, but it's just I'm not getting a good snap. I don't know, maybe that's my fault. Yeah, I kind of hope they don't find this path down here and like they come down here. Oh, I need to... Whenever I add this, I need to make sure I delete it because I just don't want it there for party time. You know what? I'm going to make a judgment call. I'm going to say if I'm going to allow a player to be on that block, I'm going to make the wall... I'm going to allow it to be visible. Yeah. Yeah, that's my call. So yeah, if you are allowed to exist, if your token is allowed to be on that block, you can see that block. So... Yeah, I think that's... I don't know why it does that. I think that's a good rule. That's not really a game rule. That's more of a map making rule. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Cool. These down here I just kind of care less about because you're going to be 10 feet down into a crevasse. No, I want this to be hidden. Do I want a wall here? I could just make just a boom wall here. And like from either side you can see it's just a out jutting. I like that. Okay, cool. Well, I no longer like these lights. Oh, this one... It does look way better like that. Yeah, actually having them projecting from something. Yeah, and this one here is just like it's like a candle they have somewhere. I don't know. It's fine. Okay. I have a light here. I don't think I want that there. So like the map is described as there's just lights. There's lights throughout. And there's just a steady flow of lights, and they're constantly being refilled with oil and whatnot. That whatever's required to keep them lit. Here's my big bad guy. These are locked because I don't want them to accidentally find these. I will unlock them when it's necessary. I need a tile for that. Okay. I think it's time to go into Dungeon Draft. Dungeon Draft is not a Steam game. I just have it linked through Steam just because it's easier for me to find. But I do really like the program. It's missing a lot of key things, but I do generally like it. Alright, cool. What are some other good... Xenoblade Saga had some really good music. Did... Who made Xenoblade? Who made Xenoblade Chronicles? Monolith Soft, published by Nintendo. Cool. That makes sense. Alright, let's create a new, okay. This will take a second because I got a lot of asset packs that I have loaded. Hi, Loof Man. I did purchase a bunch from 2 Minute Tabletop because I like his art style, and they've been super helpful, super duper helpful. I tried to create my own actually, and it was just a pain in the fucking ass. So, you know, that is what it is. Bird Missions is on sale. What a strange game. $1.79. That's the only reason I bookmarked it. Yeah, so wait for that to load. Yeah, see here, I got all these things and I got all these quests that they can go on, right? And that's kind of that's not an issue. It's just, there's a whole bunch of things that they can do, right? I want them to go deal with the red brands, and kind of the whole town's kind of guide them to do that. But they could absolutely skip out and not do that. Because like their current goal is to find Gundren, who's their friend, who's been kidnapped by goblins. So yeah. So they have to deal with that. Oh, cool. That's done. That's way too big. Shit. I don't want to waste the time. Ugh, no, I do. Because I don't want a giant one. I just want a 10 by 10. Are you going to take... Oh, no. Okay, good. Okay, cool. It was just loading the... It was just that initial load. That was taking a time. Alright, spikes. Okay. Okay. I like that. Um, and the spikes are gonna cover a 2x2. So like that, but also if I do pit, what are we kind of looking at here? Yeah, see, look at these assets. They're so fucking dope. Do I go with Spike Dungeon Pit? Yeah, see, this would be great, but my current art for this area is not this style. So it just doesn't really flow. Oh, I can change color though. Would that match? It's like a grayish brown. Because what my idea was, oh, I like that. That's huge. That is a big asset. I can just do this. Yeah, don't forget that. I mean, don't forget. Forget about the background, is what I'm trying to say. Because I can change that to whatever. And I got a whole bunch of things. Because, like, I could just make this black, you know? That is an option. And basically, I'm just going to take that square area where the spikes are, and I'm just going to boop, plop that out and make that into a tile that I can bring into Foundry. And what if I do like that? I don't specifically want to save this. I just want to export it. And then for... Actually, I want to be in Maps, Dungeon Draft, and then I want a new folder called Tiles. Spike Pit. Yeah, so then I'm gonna bring this into the photos of the shops. And we're going to turn this into a tile that we can just use into Foundry. Ah, baby. Cool. Oh, shit. Okay. No, that's fair. I want the grid off. Let's export that again. Save it as... Will you save over this? Yes. Cool. Because Photoshop is non-destructive, which is cool. Let's bring you in. Nice. Okay, so now... Alright, so... That's good. create a new layer. Do a little touchy uppies. Ooh, okay. I think I have an idea. So, like, what if I darken that and then just lighten the tips of these? Do one of these guys. Kind of accentuate that they're deeper and those are higher. I like that. Okay, that's file. Save a copy. Because where did that? Oh, that saved it in tiles. Okay. Save over this. Yeah, sure. Crack it down. Cool. Let's go back to Foundry. Just going back between different programs where you're zooming in and out is just... I was gonna say not fun, but that's not entirely true. It's just trying to keep track of what's what. Okay. So here we go. My folder. Alright. I don't think I specifically want my folder, do I? No, I think, yeah, tiles. Yeah, that's where I had it. Had it meaning these roofs. Maps, dungeon draft, tiles, spike pit. Alright, now let's drag spike pit out. Cool. And let me check the map. Because this is part of the thing where I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to follow the map for this. I'm going to follow the guide. I'm going to follow what the book says. Make things a little easier for myself for coming back to things. That doesn't work well. Why doesn't it work well? Because I don't see the sides. Okay. Well, we can fix that. Let's go to image. No, layer. Flatten image. And then let's go to eraser. Yeah, what if we did like a circle around it? I'm trying to imagine how that's gonna work. Spike pit, alpha, edge. I think it's gonna be better, but is it gonna be... Will it work? Yeah, that works. Um, I'm thinking about. Oh, brain's going 1,000 miles a second. Okay, cool. I have an idea. Let's go back to our layers. Um, and then select color range. Uh, okay, let's. Okay, so I'm thinking pit of black in the center. Right, kind of connecting all these guys. Just connecting the base of them though, right? And then let's pull that down so that it's, so we got our dark. And then, oh, no, come back here. Cancel. I don't want to focus on an area. Back here. Nope. Hard edge. So what I want to do is I want to keep these cracked edges. Dog's going crazy. He has been cooped up because of the rain. So I'm going to keep these cracks around the edges, which will accentuate like there's cracks happening in the ground. But I don't want them in the center area because I only want it. I want it to really stand out on the edges where the cracks are going to be. I don't super care about the shadows, but I kind of like them, so I'm trying to keep them around for the most part right now. I'm really just trying to. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Let's just do something like that. This over here. It's fine. Yeah. It's gonna give a little more edge to it, I think. Kind of taking away some of the shadow some here as well. I don't want to get rid of all of it, but okay. Yeah, and then I have that. Okay, let's show me what that does. Okay, that didn't update. My dog jumped up on my chair and then he farted and he scared himself. So that happened. Yeah, that's not updating. Oh, no, it's not because I'm not grabbing the right one. It's because tiles is different. No, tiles is the same. I might need to shut Foundry down and bring it back up. It's worth a try. Let's give this a try and see what happens. Yeah, this soundtrack is banger, dude. Banger, absolute banger. Game Master Tim. Yeah, the hard part is going to be populating my... Not hard part, long part. It's going to be populating my DM screen here. Because I'll just add new notes and then I can move them around. Which is cool. Super cool. I love it. It does exactly what I want. But yeah, I'll just have to repop that whole thing. Alright, let's go scenes. Phandalin. Rebrand hideout. Let's get rid of that for now. Why is light shining through there? Ah, because the light is on the wrong side. Cool. Fair enough. Okay. Let's go back to tokens. Tiles. There we go. Okay. I think that's better than before. And that's... Oops. That needs to go here. And then we can just hide that until the players uncover it. So, that's cool. So any other hidden little gotchas that I need here? Now, I pretty much copied this map pretty well. This is a locked door. This is just a straight up locked door. This is a hidden door. So there, yeah, there's 4 hidden doors in this level. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is a locked door. And that is a little closet. Look at him! He's hideous. Okay. So the players could come through here. The reason they could come through here is because they seemed really interested about what Carp had to say. They haven't talked to Carp yet, but they seemed really interested to talk to Carp, which is really cool. Yeah, which is really cool. So they might be coming in through here. So I think I really need to plan for them to come in this way. They could come. This is the main entrance. This is over here. It's essentially where these stairs lead down to. And then, yeah, they're going to be like through here, maybe over here, even. That might be kind of cooler if it's like these rocks here. And that's what that denotes to like me and the players, that like this is where the hole is. I was thinking like that's where the hole is. But I think they're going down pretty deep, maybe. I mean, this is lower, right, than up here, because this goes down to 10 feet here, and then these are stairs going down 5 feet, and then going down another 5 feet. So that's 10 feet, and then these go down. These are stairs going down here. Yeah, so that could make sense. Yeah, I think I like the spikes. I like the way we did the spikes. Those are good. No, actually, no, that's fine. Yeah, this was just with basic dungeon draft models, minus the sarcophagi. Oh shit! That just beefed up. Okay. So then beyond Phandalin, I got my map again. Then I have Old Owl Well, with all of its. Oh shit! Do I want to do an interior of this guy's hut? I mean, the book doesn't actually show that. Like, technically, you don't even need to have a map for this encounter, but, like, the book doesn't show an interior of the tent. But it does say you can go if you kill the dude. But it's not supposed to be a fighting encounter. It's supposed to be, like, a what the fuck type encounter. Which is kind of what a lot of these are. Ruins of Thunder Tree is going to be interesting. Here's the Thunder Tree map. I didn't make this map. I actually found this map. It's just really well done. I don't think I have any walls done for it, though. No, I don't have any walls set up for it. It's just a really well done map. I think I might just take it as is. It's not very high res, but I think I might just keep it. Saves me a little trouble from going too far or any further. It differs a little from the actual map, which is fine in my opinion. It's not supposed to be that bad. Oh, I don't. So I do. That's one thing I can do. 04. So I do have a map for Wyvern Tor. Let me just rename this to 03 Ruins of Thunder Tree. This is Wyvern Tor. Alright, so for my guys, this is going to be a pretty big turning point / encounter. I do need to do that. It's telling me because I have a module installed called Swipe VTT, which will allow my players to better see these maps or Foundry in general on a phone or a tablet, and it's really cool. And it's got a scene optimizer, which will convert all of your images to a smaller WebPG file. So just need to make sure it's optimized. Boop, optimized. Save changes. So you are now optimized. Okay. So did I write down? I didn't write down anything for Wyvern Tour. I think I have that in my DM book. I like physical books, so I will write down a whole bunch of stuff in here. Cause yeah, here's I got notes for days. This is all stuff for how I was thinking about reforging the dude Xerxes' weapon. It was for players. Do I not have this written here? I'll have to find that. I should probably turn this music back down. Oh, and the cool thing about all this is because I started DMing and stuff, that I was actually able to play D&D 2 recently, which is cool. Not a full campaign. It's kind of like a West March type deal, but a little different. It's something I'm also trying to set up, and what I'm calling it is like a guild march. So it's still like an homage to West March and the creator of West March, but it's going to be more guild based as opposed to army based or marching in a armed forces type manner. A lot more like adventurer guilds post small adventures. So it's gonna be like a lot of little tiny one shot type deals, where people can hop in or hop out because it's wish this adventuring guild. And in my case, it's actually going to be Spelljammers related. I already did a one shot that's kind of setting up the scenario, which I think is actually going to have to turn into another one shot slash multi shot. It's actually probably going to be a multi shot. So I had so it's going to be like 3 rounds or so to get them to the place where it's going to be the Guild March era. But I've already integrated a way to include new players. So I kind of need my old players to come. But if other people want to come as well, then that'd be great. But yeah, at least to kind of figure out what's going on with... Fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to figure something out with my players, and see what we can do. I didn't mean to close that. Mouse is getting all sticky. It's probably my mouse pad. The dog keeps climbing on my desk and getting dirt everywhere. He's a little jerk. He's a little jerk face. That's what he is. He's a little jerk face. Okay. All right. So did a lot of talking. Did a lot of stream stuff. Didn't do a lot of preparing. Did some preparing. So. Streaming prep. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. No. I have fun. I always have fun streaming. I mean, I guess that's one thing I can do is start putting in some doors and such for here. This place is going to be, it's all run down, so a lot of the doors aren't gonna work, and some of these are windows. Are those both windows? Those are both windows. Oh, well, I can dig windows. I can also do windows, which is cool. But yeah, the Spelljammer thing is really fucking cool. I'm really liking that. It's like it's just like D&D in space. I just get this like huge like Firefly Serenity feel from it, which is kind of how I envision things going. Which is funny because they just announced they're trying to make that Firefly animated series, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like on the one hand, that's kind of fucking cool, because like I loved Firefly. I mean, it was a big part of my formative years, if you will. But I mean, I don't know. Them bringing him back. Is it even a good idea? Who's to say? I mean, they make comics. I bought the comics, read the comics. They were good. Just, you know, it's just never the same. I guess having the same actors be the voice actors is good. But like the weird thing is like they're saying they have a home. They have everything except a place to stream it. But like they also said like Disney's super excited for it. Are they? Cause you say they're super excited. Disney has 2 streaming platforms, and you're trying to tell me they're super excited about it, but they don't want you to be on their platform? Or are you saying you just can't do the money? I mean, which is fair if you can't pull together money for it. I mean, fuck, if the original actors can't pull money together for it, I mean, nobody got a chance. But I mean, it's a real easy solution. You gotta upfront some of your money. Some of that sweet cop porn that Nathan Fillion's producing. Just take some of that money and give it the old Deadpool treatment. You know what I mean? Make a first episode. It doesn't even have to be a full first episode. Make 10 minutes. Nah, it'd probably be better if they made a full episode. But, you know, you could do 10 minutes. Make a 10-minute episode. And be like, boom, this is what we want to make. And get the fans to be like, OMG, mother lover. That makes me want to piss my pants. With excitement. You know what I mean? But they're not doing that. And the fact that they're not doing that, and I don't know, and it was just like this post, so I think it was like on Instagram or something, which is like, ugh, I mean, I guess most of the world uses Instagram. I guess it's just me. And I don't know, maybe I should be on Instagram. If anything, just to, I don't know, have more people to talk to. Gets lonely out here. But no, I mean, they're saying, you know, like this post to show them that you support Firefly coming back. It's just like, what? That's the most scammy thing I have ever heard in my life. Like, sure, it's probably not a scam, but like, how many people have said that to you over the course of your existence on the old internet? Thousands, probably thousands. I think the map size for this is too small. I think it needs to be half this size. Yeah. Anyway, I've always found that making the doors and windows first just makes things makes making the walls easier. Alright, let's just get some basic walls up in here. Cool. All right, yeah. This is kinda. It's like, where do I start a wall and where do I end a wall? Because like, I do want to show. I want to show that it's all broken down, right? But like, do I pull a wall through that tree, for example, or do I stop it? Obviously, I went for I'm gonna stop it. And my thought behind that is, I think it'd be kind of cool in the fog of war if like you can just see through that, especially over here. So like, and you get like this. So you're only seeing this top-down view, right? But like, you get this feeling that there's something else underneath it. There's something there. This one's a little different. You can see the wall going through that. Which makes the fog of war a little weird. But also, you don't want to give too much away to your players. Especially in a place like this where it's a rundown town that is populated by zombies. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ash zombies are going to be covering this orifice. Orifice? I mean, I guess we're going with orifice. But yeah, but also a druid lives here too, which is kind of cool. This is a cool fucking song. Oh my god, this is so dope. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to play Xenoblade Chronicles soon. I've been playing, I just beat Dragon Quest remake, 1 remake. Man, that game is long. And like, for no reason. Seriously, just play that on Draki. Just get the story going down. You don't need to be all fancy about it and try to beat it on the hardest difficulty. Cause man, you gotta sit there and just level the shit out of your character. But yeah, I beat it finally. And because I wasn't playing on Draki, I needed a break. I started playing the second one on Draki, and I was just like, I need a break, man. I need a break. I need something more stimulating, just a little bit. So I started playing Doom. Fucking love that game. And that's the thing. I don't think I ever beat Doom, so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna play next is some Doom. Actually, I might stream some of that soon. That'd be fun. What do you guys think? You want to watch play some Doom? I definitely wanna stream more. I want to stream 2 people. Of course I do. Who doesn't want that? But you know, I'm just out here having fun. Making maps for my D&D people. But yeah, I mean, you can see if you're a player, this is what your DM does on a Sunday night. At least if your DM uses Foundry. Because this is how you make walls in Foundry. And you may be thinking, oh, this sucks. It's really not that bad. And like Roll20 ain't much. It's about the same. And like you could, I mean, you could sit here and you can play D&D. You can play this campaign without maps. You can use the theater of the mind for everything. The thing is, I like using maps, you know? So if I like using maps, I gotta make maps, and I gotta make good looking maps. So I mean, in this case, I found this online. Unfortunately, I don't know who made this. If I did, I would absolutely tell you. It's definitely made with Dungeon Draft because I know these assets. I have stared at these assets a lot. But yeah, that's about all I can tell you. But you saw my Fandolin. I can make similar things. And I'm going to make more. I actually started making a. I started making a Thunder Tree. But I think I started making it in Canvas of Kings, which I was gonna do. I was gonna just use Canvas of Kings for everything, for the whole campaign. But it's Canvas of Kings is all black and white, and that kind of detracted from what I was going for. When I did the one shot, the 500 years before the events that are happening now, I used Canvas of Kings because it kind of made sense. This is kind of like a flashback we're having. So having that black and white aesthetic it worked. It worked out really well, I think. And it was a lot of fun. I really like Canvas of Kings. It's a really good piece of software. Don't get me wrong, so is Dungeon Draft. But like I said, Dungeon Draft is just, it's got the aesthetic that I'm specifically looking for as a DM for my maps. Yeah, and that's the thing. I like being a DM. That's the other thing I found. I mean, I found out that I really enjoy being a DM. I think I want to put in some terrain. Yeah, just like some rough terrain lines. Yeah, like what if we have something like that going on? And then ruins of Thunder Tree, configure, lighting, token vision. So basically that just means that my tokens can see everything that's going on in this bitch. Except when it doesn't. Save changes. There we go. But if I add an enemy goblin for say, and then I shouldn't be able to see him. Refresh Fog of War. I shouldn't be able to see in the buildings either. Do I need some type of lighting? I don't know. I don't know which way we're going with this. If I just throw up a big old light here. Whoopsies. And then another one over here, just to be like, oh my god, everywhere. Did I turn on the wrong thing? Restricts visibility within the scene to the vision of control tokens. If disabled, the entire scene. Oh. Don't disable. Global illumination? Is that what I want instead? That's what I want instead. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, this is what I want. Alright. Yeah, so now you can see that's what the walls do. Oh. But you can just go through terrain walls? It just blocks vision. Which I guess makes sense. Okay, I can dig that. Let's set up more terrain. I love this, actually. That's not terrain. That's a basic wall. That's a basic bitch. Alright, cool. Yeah, through this thick tree line shit here. And same thing over here. And same thing over here. I don't want to fuck up too much. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, but it should. I think it should do what I want it to. Yeah, I think this is. I think this will do exactly what I want it to do. And then. Okay, I can see him, but if I put him there, he disappears. If I move him into the woods here, he's still there because I know he's there. What if I restore Fog of War and he's there? Oh, now he's gone. Yeah, and I can move through all of this. It just restricts my vision. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Cool. That's perfect because this is a daytime scene. None of the buildings have roofs except for you. Which is going to be a bit of a concern, but not really, because we can get over that by doing one of these. Give you a little orange. Basically just lighting him up, and then the rest of it's just kind of destroyed. It should be. Maybe I should. I mean, they got some of these buildings are good. Because the main story for this is that this is all ruins, right? You're a good dog. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I can. I think maybe I need to. Rope more of my shit together. I do need a creature though. No, creature. I need a good old green dragon. Adult green dragon. He's not ancient, he's just adult. He's a big old bitch. Oh, I have open encounters. I should probably... Whoops. Yeah, go ahead. End this counter. Cool. Alright, you brought me in an adult green dragon. Yo! That was so many dice. 18d12. Ooh, he's a badass bitch. Shit. Yeah, all these should be hidden from my players. That's so funny. He's so big. Yeah, the map size is way too small. Cause what is he? He's huge in size. What is a huge size? Um, that's one thing I don't have on here. Okay. I have this DM screen that came with one of the starter sets that I got. What time is it? Okay, cool. We're gonna have to end the stream here in a bit. Conditions. Long jump, high jump, concentration. I thought this had a thing on size. Oh, yeah, it does have a thing on size. Huge is 20 feet. So let's go ahead and count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, that's gotta go down a half in size. Yeah, because 1 square... Alright, so if I do save that, that means that is 5 feet. That makes more sense. There we go. Yeah. So I could have upped the size of the squares so they'd be 10 or go to 5-foot squares. I opted to go lower and do 5-foot squares. But yeah, that's fine. Regardless of what they say, I'm gonna start them out over here. So configure basics, initial screen position, saves. This is where they'll start their position. What does it look like? Okay, that just goes black. That's fine. I'm not concerned about that. I think I am going to have to do something with these houses. I just don't know what yet. I'll have to think on that. Let me just double check. Okay. No, I didn't have you there. Here we go. Cool. All right. Okay, so this isn't done. Because I have to go building by building to put in enemies. I know that's where the green dragon's lair is, however. And this is where our druid friend is. Oh, all my walls are fucked. Can I fix them in one fell swoop? That's the question. I'm thinking no. I could be wrong. It looks like it did. Cool. Yeah, it looked like some of them would be fucked up, but they are not. I'm gonna get rid of that. You guys can walk through a tree. I don't care. Tree's gonna do nothing. Yeah. Does that change now that I've closed that off? Does it change the way it's viewed? No, not really. Why can I walk through? What kind of magical powers do you have? You shouldn't be able to walk through walls. Oh. That's actually super useful. I didn't know that. If I double click on the middle of a wall, it puts another dot in. That's actually very helpful. Yeah, basic walls are yellow. I mean, basic walls blocks movement, vision, and hearing. How come you are able to go through them? So, shit. Okay, what is terrain block? Sight beyond the second wall, movement, and hearing. Fuck. No, her character's able to go through as well. Maybe it's because this isn't the active scene. I don't know. That's a problem for future Tim. And also, while it may be a slight issue, it's not. This isn't a video game, you know? It's D&D. I'm controlling what they are and aren't doing. If they see something ahead of time, that kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. So, I can just be like, hey, you can't go through that wall. That's a flat wall. My bad. Program's not working. You shouldn't be able to go through it. So that's what it is. We can test that theory by coming back over here to Phandalin, because we do have some walls set up here. So let me bring out Tester again. To be fair, that's a window. Now he walks through the walls. From the window to the walls. Alright, I do have one more test. Let me test it from a player point of view. On my... Oh, here. Let me show you. Come on. There we go. For my test account. Now, of course, this is only loading locally, but it still it's an account with limited access. It's not Game Master, you know. All right. I need to change the starting view location. Yeah, put my guy right outside here. There he is. Hi. I can't go through the wall. Cool. Alright. I guess just because I have magic powers. Magic Game Master powers. And that's a window. That's cool how the window works. That's really cool how the window works. Alright. I think that's something to keep in mind. That while I can sort of see what a player sees, I can't really see. I can't fully see. Okay. Cool. Good to know. So that's the other thing. Do I want to? So this is stairs to the second floor. You know, I'm gonna have to call it a night tonight, guys, and gals, and others. Yeah. This is a lot of fun for me. I hope it was a lot of fun for you guys. I'm gonna do it again. I have a lot more D&D prep to do. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am happy to answer them. But yeah, I had fun. Just kind of hanging out here and talking some D&D Dungeon Master stuff. I hope you did too. I hope you join me next time. Thank you guys so much. Let me see if I can remember how to do my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hit that follow button if you haven't already. Check out the YouTube channel down below. Subscribe for more drivel and all that stuff. And I will see you all next time. Peace out.